ready for it. I mean, Toronto's a really good team, so I feel like it's a good test for us to start out the preseason and just going forward. I feel like it'll be good for us to watch that film back over and go through it the next day. So.
How do you feel you guys have responded to some of the physicality and kind of beating up on each other?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's smoother, just the transition from last year. I mean, it was all new stuff that we were working on last year, and it's kind of new stuff this year, but it's some of the same stuff. And I feel like we're all more aggressive just in that sense. So it's been a physical camp, and I think that's kind of what we're striving for.
How comfortable have you gotten getting aboard, bringing the ball to yourself, and sort of initiating the offense?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like last year I was kind of a liability in that sense, just getting a rebound and throwing it to someone else. So I feel like if I can do my part in bringing the ball up the court sometimes and I get a rebound and just making the offense smoother, I think I've accomplished my goal. So I feel like it's kind of been a smooth transition in that sense. So.
Were you a liability in that aspect because you wouldn't do it, or because you weren't uncomfortable, or because you just needed to develop the skills?
I think it's just the reps, just being comfortable in the NBA game doing it. I mean, I did it in college all the time, and I feel like when you have guys like Domas and Fox, and as a rookie, you kind of want to let them do their thing with the ball. So I feel like they gave me confidence this year to kind of do my thing too.
What about in terms of your own curiosity about this team? I know you're only a week in, but is there any unanswered questions that you have for yourself around this roster?
I mean, there's a lot of unanswered questions. I feel like there's gonna be unanswered questions until you get halfway through the season. Just wondering where guys are gonna be at, wondering how we're gonna gel, how we're gonna mesh, switching different lineups and stuff like that. So there's a lot of unanswered questions, and I think don't say anything. Huh?
How much did you make last year?
Make what? What are you talking about making?
How much did you make last year? About $8 million.
I don't know. Look it up. You could look it up. I'm helping the rookies out this year because I didn't have help last year. So. All right, moving on.
How much is that normal?
The Fox, it's an everyday thing, but. I mean, I feel like it just comes with our relationship. That's how our relationship is. It's just kind of big brother, little brother. So.
How has he helped you develop as a player on and off the court?
Yeah, I feel like he just helped my confidence a lot. I'm just having a guy like him be able to take me under his wing a little bit this summer and just develop a relationship, not only with him but his family. So it's been really cool, and I've enjoyed it so far.
Did you happen to see the clip of your teammates doing their impression of you? And if so, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't even know there was a station about that. So I mean, it was cool. I feel like they all had pretty good impressions. So I guess I just have to deal with it for a little bit.
Do you have a favorite?
Who's the best? Yeah.
I think it was who did it? Fox, Domas, Davion. Davion's was pretty good. I think his was pretty accurate.
Can you do who do you do an impression of really good on the team? You pick anyone.
I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing.
Keegan, there's been a lot of change.
Y'all helping him along.
Tony.
You know, he's basically a veteran and stuff like that, but he's still trying to learn this NBA game, even though he hadn't played the game yet. But how does he fit in with you guys right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Sasha, what he did in the EuroLeague last year was special, and just having him around, being able to talk to him a little bit about his side of basketball, my side of basketball, I think it helps a lot for him, and just him being able to play with us in this physicality of the NBA and athleticism of the NBA is only going to help him.
Keegan, the family keeps coming up. Like there's a family kind of environment here. We saw you over the summer playing the Uncle Keegan role. Like, what does that feel like to be a part of, and how do you think it's come together that way?
Yeah, I feel like with all good teams, you need to have that aspect off the court, just being able to hang out with each other, bond with each other, and stuff like that. So I think it starts with everyone from the organization, from the coaches, from the kitchen staff, from the PR team, everyone. So we're all comfortable with each other, and I feel like that's a cool thing to have in the NBA.
Thank you guys.
Oh, okay. Would it work like that?
Look at that. Am I in your way, Rachel?
I guess I'll leave it a sec. What are your early impressions of your first NBA training camp?
It's been fun. It's been great vibes from everybody.
we're competing. So it's been a lot of fun. Just get to know the guys a little bit more. But yeah, it's been very good overall.
Are you expecting Sunday to feel different, given the personnel that's around you, than what you experienced in the summer league?
I mean, yeah, in a way, just because, you know, you have all the vets on our team now, like they really know the game, and then obviously the team we're playing against, they have vets as well. So, I mean, yes and no at the same time.
What's been the biggest takeaway from this opening week for you?
Just being physical and playing fast. I feel like those are two biggest things I've taken away. Just Coach Brown emphasizing those two a lot. So, yeah, really those two things. But overall, I've been learning a lot of things this whole week, so it's been great.
Coach Brown did say he's been throwing a lot at you guys. How are you adjusting to it? I know it's only been a few days of practice.
Yeah, it's been good. I feel like Coach Brown's just on the defensive end. I feel like I'm really just trying to take everything he's saying and try to implement that. And I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job of it.
So there's been a lot of pushing about defense as well.
Yeah, like that, getting to the corners on offense and just playing together, yeah.
A lot of guys are back from last year and know the system. How steep does the learning curve feel like for those of you who are just picking it up?
It hasn't been too hard. Just talking to the guys on the side, just when coaches explaining something, it's made it a lot easier just learning from the vets. So I feel like it's been smooth for me.
Is there some specific guys on the team that have been vocal in helping you through the process?
Oh yeah, definitely. Malik, Domas, I mean pretty much everybody. They're all reaching out a hand because I feel like they were in my shoes at one point as well. So it's been great.
When it comes to that physicality, do you feel like you already had that coming in?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just Coach Miller was the same way as Xavier, so I feel like kind of carried over from there.
People talk about obviously the speed of the game and how quick it is, making that jump from what you had. But could you notice that even in these opening scrimmages that you've had with this team?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just like that, the physicality, the talent level has all been just at a different levels, but it's been good.
What's the hardest part?
I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just basketball, so I mean, it's just doing what I love. So.
How do you deal with the nerves going into that tomorrow, you know, playing on that stage with these guys? What do you do to combat or embrace those nerves that come with it?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to embrace it. I mean, this is my first NBA preseason game in my life, something I've looked forward to for a long, long time. So I'm just going to go in there and embrace it and just be in the moment.
Colby, have they started rookie initiations with you guys? Are you carrying anybody's bottle of water right now?
Nah, nothing like that yet. I mean, I feel like I have some coming up pretty soon, so we'll see how that goes, but nothing so far.
Have they given you an idea of what's going to be expected?
No.
Appreciate you.
Sorry, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Start lining up for tomorrow.
I'm not sure. I haven't even thought of it. Yeah, I mean, it'd be obvious there are 5 guys, but I ain't even thought of it.
Well, how long do you think you will be playing the starters? Is it just touch and go?
Yeah, I haven't done the minute sheet yet, but we talked about anywhere from 15 to 20 at the most, probably. But probably right around 15 to 17, maybe.
What are you hoping to see from the guys that are fighting to make some of those last spots?
You know, I hope that they try to play the way we want to play this year and play fast, play physical, and play together. Well, you know, playing the right way.
Do you think these guys are looking forward to finally hitting someone else?
Yeah. You know, you have so many practices and going up against each other, and that excitement wears off. And so now to be in somebody else's gym and/or going against another opponent is welcome.
What do you remember about basketball in Vancouver?
Great city. I've been disappointed in the NBA twice in my time, in my 30-plus years, and one was when they took Vancouver away, the other was when they took Seattle away. So.
You remember good crowds up there and good environment?
You know, the city is just vibrant. People are nice, great restaurants. I don't remember too much about the crowds, but the city was nice.
You talked about what you wanted to see from the guys who are battling, trying to, you know, earn minutes. Overall, what do you want to see from this team in addition to physicality and all that? What are you looking forward to?
No, I mean, it's the same thing, you know, and not just with the guys trying to make our team, but with everybody else. We want to be who we are, and we want to start that off right now, you know. And in order to do that, it has to happen from top to bottom. It can't just be our main guys. can't just be guys that have been here last year. And, it just can't be the new guys. We all have a way that we want to play. It's really straightforward and pretty simple. And that's, we want to play fast, we want to play physical, and we want to play the right way or play together. And that goes across the board.
Coach
I know
Brown,
your assistant days, you
Jalen
used to give like grades to your players. Just curious, like obviously they're hearing you on the whole physicality part because that's pretty much what they bring up when we talk to them. But how would you grade, their physicality and what you're trying to instill in them?
Well, so we give them grades defensively. There's 6 actions that we have that we track analytically to give them a grade, and that will determine where they sit with the rest of the league. If they're big, if they're a guard, or if they're a wing. And right now defensively, we're just okay. We still don't play as physical as I'd like to, and we're still learning what our responsibilities are. So we're reacting while thinking a little bit, which is slowing us down. So hopefully that can, and it's early, but hopefully that can continue to progress upwards. So that come the start of the season, we're there.
So you're about a C grade then.
What's that?
I said you're about a C grade then, maybe.
Yeah, we're probably we're not where we want to be. So, not at all. So there's a lot of room for us to grow as a team defensively.
How about conditioning standpoint? Conditioning standpoint through the first week, is that kind of part of play into it as well?
Yeah, we're getting there. But I thought the guys did a decent job of coming into camp in shape. But we're getting there, and then the tough part about it is, I said this before, everybody wants to play fast, and I'm not a guy that's going to say, okay, it's okay if we play fast most of the time. No, we got to play fast all the time, and you guys know that it's a lot harder to do that than it is to say it.
Mike, how many guys would you say you traditionally like to have in the rotation, and what's a reasonable expectation for this group?
During the regular season? Yeah. During the regular season, if there's a way to play 9.5, that would be great, sometimes 10. One of the things that Steve used to do that I liked a lot was, not all the time, but every once in a while, he may call on the 13th guy, just throw him out there. And what that does is keeps everybody engaged. And so anytime that you can play a number of guys, especially the guys that are at the end of the bench, if you give them opportunity every once in a while, you'll be able to see how they respond when their number's called, especially unexpectedly. And then B, you're going to give them a little bit of confidence, or at least you're going to keep them engaged, because they have to be ready, because they don't want to mess up when they're out there, because they may not be out there long, or they may have to sit another 3 games before they get another opportunity.
Coach Brown, what's your thoughts about it
for this group, or is this different in some way?
I think so, but I think so. We'll see as we get into it.
Coach Brown, what's your thoughts about Jalen Slauson? I don't know if he's going to be your 13th man, but from my observation of watching that scrimmage, he has a touch of a two-way player. He tried to put it up offensively, and he's pretty decent on the defensive end.
No, he is a two-way player. Meaning he's gonna be in the G League. He's young. He's starting to understand a little bit of what it means to play hard. There's some things that he's got to figure out offensively too. What's a good shot? What's not a good shot? But he's got a chance, I think, down the road to be a decent player in this league. He's got the size. He's got pretty good athleticism. I think he's hungry. But we'll see. But he's still got a ways to go.
Last year, Coach, because he's from basically a football school in Furman and stuff like that. So it's basically off the radar. You think he was been working hard enough, to prepare himself to be in this type of league?
Yeah, eventually. Like he just needs to keep concentrating on learning and growing the right way. And if he does, he's going to put himself in position to get an opportunity. But is he in our top 10 right now? Top 12? Top 30? No.
last year, coming into training camp, the goal was to make the playoffs. Now you're starting to talk about competing for a championship. Do you feel like adding, or is it pressure to say, you want to win a championship so early in the year, and is that pressure good for your team?
Well, first of all, last year we were competing for a championship, but the people always ask me about the playoffs, and what I said was, we're a playoff team. Now, what's going to happen to us in the playoffs, I don't know, because I didn't really know my team that well. So it was a given that we were going to be in the playoffs, and in my opinion, if you're going to be in the playoffs, you compete for a championship. I was just a lot of times addressing that. Now people understand that we're a playoff team, okay? Now we're in the playoffs, we had a little experience. Now I expect us to get further than what we did last year. I expect us to be able to have an opportunity to compete for a championship. And, I think it's a privilege to have pressure on you. Because if you got pressure on you, then that means you're doing something right. And everybody out there, their expectations, or the people that are Kings fans, their expectations basically are our reality. We expect to compete for a championship. We expect to have pressure this year, and we want to embrace it because, again, if you have that in your life, then that means you're doing something right. So it's a privilege to be able to have that.
You guys got 3 traditional point guards, if you count two-way Jordan Ford. How do you feel about your depth at that position?
I like it. Jordan has shown the ability to be a third guard in this league. He had a great G League season for us last year, and he had a great summer league for us. But the neat part about it is we have 2 young guys in Colby and Keegan that I'm going to give an opportunity to as well to possibly play that third guard position. They both can. If you think about our offense, we don't have a guy that needs to traditionally come down and be the main pick and roll player or break the defense down to get guys easy shots. We rely on our spacing, our pace, our ball movement, our ability to attack and respace to get great looks. We just need somebody that's conscious enough to, when nobody's there, to go back and get the ball and bring it with pace. And I think both those guys may have an opportunity to do that sooner than later.
I know last year there was maybe a couple spots in the starting rotation up for grabs. This season, do you still have that competition, or do you pretty much have a good idea of where you want to go with that?
Yeah, we have a pretty good idea where we want to go with it. We have our, the group that finished the season last season. We're going to give them another opportunity or first crack at it. But at the end of the day, if somebody steps up and separates themselves from the rest of the pack, it's my job to make those hard decisions. And but right now, everybody has an opportunity to embrace their role and take it to another level, especially our starting 5 group. So we'll see as the year goes on.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks,
Appreciate
Doug.
you, Mike.
Thank you.